Good morning children. Let's continue with chapter 3 more on MS Word. Students, in our last class we have discussed that MS Word is a word processing software that is used to create, edit. It means you can change in your document, then you save your document again and again with a different name, and you can take the printouts after done your work, okay, as you need. Now today we will continue with our next topic. In our previous class we have discussed that how to select the text. There are two ways to select the text: selecting text using mouse and using shift key. Okay, after that we discussed undo and redo commands. Now today we will continue with next topic. We will discuss today checking spelling and grammar using thesaurus, formatting a document, changing text alignment, bullets and numbering, changing line spacing and paragraph spacing, using a printer for printing and print preview, and at last we will discuss shortcut keys which is given in your book. Okay, so first we will continue with first topic, checking spelling and grammar. Students, as you know, MS Word provides a built-in dictionary. MS Word provides a built-in dictionary. It means it provides to check the errors like grammatical errors or misspelled errors both. Okay, when you make any grammatical error, it indicated with the green wavy lines, and as you make the mistake of spelling mistakes like misspelled words, it shows in red wavy lines. Okay, like I'm making mistake here, spelling of grammar. Okay, so you will see here it is showing here in the red wavy line. Now I am making one more mistake. Here I am typing MS Word R. Now you will see it is showing in green wavy line. Okay, so this green wavy line is showing that this is grammatical error. Okay, this sentence is incorrect, and here red wavy line is showing misspelled word. So first how we will correct these mistakes. First of all, I am telling you, as you correct the spelling, as you make the correction, these lines will disappear. Okay, so in the there are two ways to make the correction in MS Word. Okay, in two ways you can correct the mistakes. So first is using the quick menu, and second is using the ribbon. First is using the quick menu. For this you are to first of all place the cursor on the incorrect word. This is incorrect word now. Our cursor is here. Now right click on this word. Okay, from the mouse. As you will right click, this shortcut menu will appear with the suggestions. All these are suggestions. It means your spelling can be grammar, grammer, gramper, or grammars. Okay, you have to choose which one you want. These are only suggestions. Whatever you want, you can choose from here. As you will choose the correct spelling, that incorrect spelling will be replaced with the correct spelling. Okay, like I'm choosing this one, so it will be replaced, and the red wavy line will be disappear. So in this way you can check the spelling using the quick menu. Now second is using the ribbon. For this is little bit time taking, but you can make the correction. You can check the spelling using the ribbon. For this again I am making little bit mistake. Okay, I am making mistake in document. Then bring the cursor here. From the review tab in the proofing group you will find here spelling and grammar. Okay, in this command you have to click on it. You will see here suggestions, document, capital D, document, small d, document, and documents. Okay, whatever you want, you have to choose one. As you will click on the change button, it will be replaced with the incorrect spelling. Okay, so I am making here change. Okay, then it will show a message that the spelling and grammar check is complete. Okay, so in this way you can check the spelling using the ribbon. And one more way to check the spelling and grammar, you can press the shortcut key. You can press the shortcut key F7 from the keyboard to check the spelling and grammar. Now next is using thesaurus. Thesaurus helps to improve our vocabulary by providing a list of synonyms and antonyms. Synonyms means similar meaning of a word, and antonym means opposite meaning of a word. Okay, like I'm taking this word. Okay, so I want to check the spelling. Changing. See here, changing it means altering, varying, shifting, moving, fluctuating, mutable, or changeless. Okay, so in this way you can use the thesaurus. It will also find in the review tab under the proofing group thesaurus option. Okay, next is formatting a document. Formatting means, generally we can say that changing in a document or changing in a text. So formatting means changing and arranging the text in a document to make it attractive, or in a we can design our text beautifully. Okay, like we can change the color, style, font size, whatever we want we can apply to the text. Okay, and you can format your text any word, letter, single letter, word, or full sentence, or paragraph also you can format. So first we will format the text. First we will discuss changing the font. Font means, font is a style to change the appearance of the text. Like, for changing the text, first of all you are to select the text. Like I am selecting this text. Okay, first of all select the text. Then first of all I am selecting the text. Okay, and then you are to click on the home tab. In the home tab, in font group, you will find here fonts. You click on this drop down menu. Okay, you will find here many fonts like Cambria, Calibri, Times New Roman, Ilgarian, Comic Sans. You will see here changes. Whatever I am choosing the font, you will see here changes like Comic Sans, okay, Arial. Okay, so in this way you can apply, you can change the font from here. Like I am choosing this one. Okay, afterwards you can change the font size also. For this, again you have to select the text. Just listen to me. Whatever formatting you want to apply on your text, image, or anything, first of all you have to select. Okay, first of all you have to select the particular text, word, sentence, any object. Okay, so first select the text, then choose, then click on the font size. There are many sizes available. You can choose any one from here. You can see the preview I am showing you. In this way you can change the font size. Like I am taking this 20 size. Okay, and directly from here you can also grow font. See, okay, and you can shrink the font. Fine. In this way you can change the font size. Now changing the font color. See here is font color is available. First of all you have to select the text as I selected, then choose font colors from here. Like I am choosing this one color. Okay, so this is font color. You can choose the background color also, text highlight color also from here. This one I am choosing. Yes, now you can see your text is highlighted. Okay, now changing the font styles. Changing the font styles. There are 3 styles to change your font: bold, italic and underline. Bold, italic and underline. Okay, to applying these styles to your text, first of all select the text. Then you have to click on the B. Already it is bold, so I am applying it once, so it is unbold. Now press again B for bold. Then italic, for I for italic and U for underline. So in this way you can apply the bold, italic and underline font styles to your text. One more is here, strike through. Strike through means, suppose I am removing this formatting. Strike through means it makes a line in the middle of the selected text. See here, you will see. Okay, and this is subscript and superscript. Have you seen the superscript in as you write your class 5th, 4th, 10th? Okay, 10, then th you see in the top of the number. Okay, that you can apply with this superscript. Okay, and subscript, like you see H2O, O2 gas, H2O gas, CO2 gas. Okay, so how you will write the 2 downside using the subscript. Okay, like I am making here a I am making here a, you can see here, subscript. Okay, and superscript. This is subscript and superscript. Okay, so in this way you can apply the subscript and superscript to your text. Okay, now after this, alignments, changing text alignments. How will you apply the text alignment to your text? There are many ways to applying the text alignments. See here, first these are alignments: left alignment, center alignment, right alignment and justify alignment. To make the alignment, first of all you are to select the text. Like I am selecting this one, from here to here. Okay, then you can see here in the paragraph group, you will see here by default it shows left alignment. Okay, so you click on the left alignment, little bit change here, then center alignment and then right alignment. Okay, and this is justified. It adjusts according to the space. Now I am making these alignments. See here, this is left alignment, this is center alignment, this is right alignment and this is justified alignment. Okay, so in this way you can apply the alignments to your text. Now next is bullet and numbering. Bullet and numbering. See here, all these are bullets. How I applied it? Just I am telling you. Again, in the paragraph home tab, under the paragraph group, you will find here bullets. See here, many bullet styles are here. You can choose from here. See here, I am choosing. You can see the preview. Whatever is, it will show after applying these bullets. Okay, and another you can define new bullets also for your document. Like define new bullets. New bullets, there are symbols, pictures, or you can apply the fonts also. Like I am taking symbol. Okay, I am taking this one. Yes, I want to take this one bullet for my document. As you will click on OK, you will see it will be applied. Okay, so in this way you can insert the bullets to your document. In the same way you can insert the numbers also, numbering also, like 1 2 3 4. You can see the preview. Okay, AA, AB, AC, AD. Okay, in the in the Roman numbers, in a small ABCD, capital ABCD, capital alphabets. Okay, any style you can apply from this numbering library. Okay, so this is bullet and numbering. Next is changing line spacing. Changing line spacing. See here, this is line spacing option. Line spacing means you can change the space between lines. Like if you want to increase the, you will see, wait, I am bringing my cursor here. Now you will see the preview, how the line spacing you can see. You will see the little bit changes when I choose the 1.0, 1.15, 1.5, 2.0, 2.5, 3.0, like this. Okay, as I will click on it, it will be applied to your document. Okay, so in this way you can change the line or paragraph spacing. There is another way also you can apply from here. Just click on it, it will be the paragraph window will open. In the line, in the indent and spacing, you will find here spacing. You can manually apply it here in points. Okay, and in the line spacing, single, 1.5, double, at least, exactly, multiple, whatever you want to choose, you can apply for your document. And as you will enter the points here, you will see the preview altogether. Okay, so that you can set. Now next is using printer for printing. Students, as you if you want to take the printouts of your work, for this first of all you have to install the printer. You have to printer that is attached with your laptop or computer. Okay, so how to take the printouts? For this you have to click on the file tab. In the file tab you will find here print command. Just click on it. The preview will also appear in front of you. Okay, you can see as you will take the printouts how it will come in the paper. Okay, now you can see you can apply some format, some settings also. In the printer you are to choose the printer, which printer you are using in your laptop or computer. If it is not attached with you, then you are to attach it and add printer. Okay, and from here print all pages. How many pages you want to print? You can take all pages, print one-sided, collated, portrait collaboration, letter, custom margins. Okay, all these settings you are to do for your document. Okay, you can set the page setup from here, and you are to choose number of copies, like 1 2 3 4 number of copies. You are to put the value here. Then at last you are to click on the print command. As you will click on the print command, your document will be start printing. But right now I'm not having the printer at my home, and it is no printer is installed in my PC, so that's why it will not give any printouts. Okay, after that we will discuss shortcut keys. There are many shortcut keys which is given in your book. Okay, that is very common and very useful for you, because if you will use the shortcut keys, then you can do very fast work, because your fingers and your hands are already positioned on the keyboard. That's why you can do work very fast. Okay, so first of all I'm telling you control plus home key. Okay, so press control plus home key. Both the keys you will find in the in your laptop keyboard or in your PC keyboard. So as I press the control plus home, it will reach to the beginning of the document. Press control plus end, it will reach end of the document. Okay, control plus right arrow. Control plus, wait, my cursor is here. Press control plus right arrow key. Control, wait. Okay, control plus right arrow key. It will jump word by word. Okay, jumps word by word, next word. Okay, and control plus left arrow key, it jumps to the previous word. See here, my cursor is here. Press control plus left arrow, it will jump previous word by word. Then press control plus down arrow, control plus down arrow. You can see here, it will jumps next paragraph, or up arrow it will jumps previous paragraph. Okay, paragraph we are jumping by the line, it will jump next paragraph or previous paragraph, like that. And as you will press the home key means, suppose your cursor is at the end of the line. Okay, as you will press the end key, home key, it will move beginning of the line, or press end key, jump to the end of the line. Now press control plus C for selecting the object or selecting the text. Like I am pressing here, first of all select the text. For control plus C for copy. For this you have to first of all select the text, then press control plus C from the keyboard. As you will select the text, okay, how you will know that it is selected or not? Bring your cursor at another position and then press control plus V command. It means your text is copied from the selected position. Okay, so control plus V for pasting, control plus X for cut, control plus X for cut. For this, for cut command, you have to select the text first, press control plus X, it will be cut from your document. Press control plus W to close the document. It means your word window will be closed. Okay, undo, like I cut the document word here now. I am pressing control plus Z for undo, control plus Y for redo, control plus Z for undo, control plus Y for redo, control plus S for saving. Control plus S for saving. F12 for save as. F12 for save as. Save as window, it means you can save your document with another name. Okay. Then control plus N for new. See here. Control plus N for new document. Control plus O for open window. Okay, you can open any document from here and click on open to open the already saved document. Control plus P for print. Okay, control plus P for print. Next is control plus B. Control plus B, you have to first select the text. Okay, select the text and then press control plus B. Okay, control plus B, control plus U, control plus I, control plus I. So in this way you can apply bold, italic, underline also. And F1 for help. F1 for help. You can see here, this is also help button. Okay, press this. This is help provided by the MS Word. So in this way you can use the shortcut keys to work quickly in MS Word. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you all of you.